Breaking news. Big decisions ahead for the Falcons. We have some major updates about the Atlanta Falcons today, including key decisions and potential changes. But before we get into today's big topic, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get daily updates. That way, you'll never miss any news on your Falcons. Now, let's dive right in. According to recent reports, the Falcons are facing a tough decision this offseason about veteran defensive lineman David Onata. While he's been great at stopping the run since joining the team, he hasn't been as effective in getting to the quarterback. On top of that, his salary for 2025 is set to hit a hefty $6.925 million, which makes him a possible candidate to be cut. If the Falcons decide to move on from Onata, they could save a big chunk of money. Cutting him before June 1st would save over $8 million in cap space, and if they wait until after June 1st, they could save even more, $10.5 million. That's a lot of money to use in free agency or to improve the roster. But let's break this down a bit more. Onata is 32 years old and still plays a key role as an elite run defender. He was brought in from the Saints a couple of years ago, along with linebacker Caden Ellis, to strengthen the defense. While Ellis has helped boost the pass rush, Onata hasn't been as much of a game-changer in that area. With his salary about to rise next season, the Falcons have to decide if he's worth keeping, especially when they need cap space for other moves. Some reports suggest that cutting Onata could open the door for younger players like rookie defensive lineman Arnold Ebiketie and Brandon Dalrymple, both drafted in 2024. These guys didn't play much as rookies, but some experts think Onata's presence may have limited their chances. On the other hand, there's the argument that the young players still need to prove themselves. The real question now is, are they ready to step up and take on bigger roles? The tough decision. Moving on from Onata. Here's where things get tricky. Moving on from David Onata isn't just about freeing up cap space. It's also about finding a worthy replacement. Can the Falcons find someone who's just as good at stopping the run, but at a lower cost? If rookies Arnold Ebiketie and Brandon Dalrymple are ready to step up, cutting Onata could make sense. But if they're not ready, letting him go could leave a huge gap on the defense, especially against the run. And don't forget about Grady Jarrett, another veteran defensive lineman who's been mentioned as a possible cut. Unlike Onata, cutting Jarrett would come with a lot of emotions, as he's been the heart and soul of the defense for years. With Onata, though, the decision is mostly about finances and performance. If the Falcons are ready to go younger on the defensive line, cutting Onata could be the first step. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Is it time to move on from Onata and give the younger guys a shot? Or is it too risky to cut a proven run defender when the defense still needs work? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The future of the Falcons, quarterback Michael Penix Jr. Now, let's shift gears and talk about a player who could be the star of the Falcons offense in 2025. Quarterback Michael Penix Jr. Last season, the Falcons got a taste of what Penix could bring during his 3 starts in 2024. While it was just a small sample, there's plenty to be excited about for this young quarterback as he gets ready for his first full season as a starter. Bradley Locker from Pro Football Focus recently named Penix one of the top breakout prospects for 2025, and Falcons fans should be thrilled. Locker pointed out that Penix impressed in his limited opportunities. Over the final 3 weeks of the season, he earned an 84.0 passing grade from PFF, which ranked him 8th among qualified quarterbacks. Even more exciting was his 88.5% big throw rate, which ranked 3rd in the league during that stretch. Penix's promising performance. A rookie's growth. Let's take a closer look at what Michael Penix Jr. did last season. In just 3 starts, he showed some very promising signs for a rookie quarterback who stepped into the starting role late in the year. His numbers are definitely exciting. Yes, Penix did throw 3 interceptions, but one of them wasn't entirely his fault. It came after a Kyle Pitts drop, which could have easily been a touchdown. Mistakes like that can affect stats, but the bigger picture shows that Penix was efficient. On 108 dropbacks, he made just 2 truly turnover-worthy plays. That kind of balance is rare for a young quarterback. What's even more exciting is his potential for growth. Penix averaged 7.4 yards per pass. While his completion percentage was 58.1%, that number will likely improve with a full offseason of preparation as the team's starting quarterback. It's common for rookie quarterbacks to get more accurate as they gain experience, and Penix has all the tools to do just that. The Falcons' offense will stay the same for 2025, which is great for Penix's development. With key weapons like Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson, plus a strong offensive line, everything is in place for Penix to succeed. A full offseason of first-team reps will help him build even more chemistry with these playmakers, and that's a scary thought for opposing defenses. Of course, the team still needs to improve on defense, but the offense looks ready to be dynamic. Penix has the chance to lead one of the most exciting units in the league next season, and the expectations are high. If he can build on what we saw at the end of 2024, the Falcons could have their franchise quarterback for years to come. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Are you ready to see Michael Penix Jr. take flight in 2025? Raheem Morris and the Falcons' new defense. What to expect? Now, let's talk about something that has everyone excited: the role Raheem Morris is expected to play in shaping the Falcons' new defense. Let's face it, the Falcons' defense has been a revolving door for defensive coordinators over the years. In just 5 seasons, there's been a lot of change, but not much progress. Enter Jeff Elber, who technically becomes the 5th coordinator in as many years. He held the position for 11 games back in 2020 when Morris took over as interim head coach. During that stretch, the Falcons actually played solid defense, ranking 14th in scoring defense and allowing only 23 points per game. But since then, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. Albiar spent time with the Jets, where his defense had some strong moments, ranking 8th in success rate and 4th in yards allowed per play. However, after Robert Saleh left, the defense fell apart, raising questions about Alber's ability to keep things consistent. With Atlanta bringing him back, fans understandably have some doubts. Is this just another case of hiring from within the circle of trust? Or can this duo of Morris and Alber finally deliver the results the Falcons need? Here's where things get interesting. Raheem Morris may need to take on a bigger role in the defense than we initially thought. Sure, Alber is the official coordinator, but Morris has every reason to keep his fingerprints on the game plan. After all, his job could depend on it. The Falcons finished the 2024 season with a 23rd-ranked scoring defense, 31st in sacks, and 25th in defensive EPA, expected points added. However, there was a glimmer of hope after the Week 12 bye. Down the stretch, the Falcons ranked 2nd in the league in sacks, recording 21 sacks in that span. That's not insignificant. What's next for the Falcons' defense? So, what's the path forward? Raheem Morris should lean into the progress the defense made late in the 2024 season. Taking a hands-on approach to game planning, and possibly even play calling, could be key. This isn't about stepping on Jeff Alber's toes. It's about making sure the defense performs, especially with so much on the line heading into the 2025 season. The NFC South is wide open, and the Falcons have been clear about their goal: winning the division. But talk is cheap. To make that happen, the defense needs to stop being a liability. The Falcons have invested heavily in their defense through free agency and the draft, but so far the results haven't matched the resources spent. For Morris and Alber, the focus has to be on maximizing the talent already on the roster. That means creating continuity, using creative strategies, and holding everyone accountable. With the offense returning most of its key players, all eyes will be on the defense in 2025. If things don't improve, Raheem Morris could find himself updating his resume this time next year. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Should Raheem Morris take on a bigger role in the defense? Can Jeff Albert turn this unit around, or are we headed for another season of disappointment on defense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and before you go, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more updates. Go Falcons!